Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about one of my favorite topics in the whole world, and that is food. Now, in the past, I have done one other grocery haul video like this, so I will have that linked below if you'd like to check it out. And I did actually rewatch that last night, and I found it really interesting to see how things have changed in my diet and how we have sort of improved it, in my opinion. So if you would like to compare those two, then I highly recommend it because I found it really interesting, so you might as well. In that video, I also talked about some tips when grocery shopping and budgeting and stuff like that. So I won't be talking about anything like that in this video, but those tips I still stand by them. I think they were pretty good. So yeah. God damn the bins. So before we jump into the video, again, like my last video, I just want to say this is my diet, this is just how I eat. In no way is it perfect. I don't even know if everyone would consider it healthy, but I consider it healthy because I am a healthy person and this is what I eat, and you know, I'm going pretty good. So I don't know whether I'll put healthy in the title, but otherwise this is affordable, this is average, typical, standard. I don't know, I feel like this is the way a lot of people eat. In fact, I think it's a lot better than a lot of young people eat, so I'm pretty proud. Also, the cost, this cost about $75. That tends to be what we spend every single week. So for that price, you can get, we've got 4 meals and then all our snacks that we need and just necessities. And yeah, so let's just jump straight in and I'll show you what I got. So we will start off with the things that you pretty much have to buy every time you go shopping, and that is milk. So we get a big one now. We used to just get the 2-litre, but we would find we would run out just before the end of the week. So it would be really annoying. We would either have to go and buy a little one to get us by for like 2 days, or we would go buy another big one, and then when we went shopping we were like, do we buy another one, do we not? And it was just too stressful. And we tend to have things like mashed potato and tea a lot, so they require a bit of extra milk. So we've upgraded to now buying the 3-litre, and it's going perfectly so far. It lasts just the right amount of time. The second thing we got is not the best purchase of the day, but it is our bread. We just got the Wonder White bread. I honestly don't like eating white bread. It's obviously quite bad for you. So Jake and I have kind of reached this compromise, as we used to get the Helga's mixed grain, I'm pretty sure. So if that is in stock, because it runs out really quickly, if that's there, we'll get that, and if it's not, we'll get this. So that means every now and then Jake will be happy with the bread, and every now and then I'll be happy with it, because honestly the Helga's bread is so much better for you and it still tastes good. So I just, yeah, I'm not happy about this, but it's what you gotta do. The next thing that I really wanted to pick up was some oats, because it's cold as hell and I love having porridge. So just picked up a massive 1 kilo bag and I popped it in this Tupperware container, and I had it this morning along with the next thing that I'll show you. And I just feel like oats are pretty good for you as well. So me always trying to improve our diets, and I just think this is really good and really yum. And with that, I have mixed berries. So I also have some bananas, which I might put with it every now and then, but I just love how the berries taste in porridge, because they are sort of cold but then a little bit warm, and they sort of melt and their juices go all through the porridge, and it's just really good. So yes, also got those. As I mentioned, I also grabbed bananas, so I've just got 5 here. Also like to have those on the porridge or on my Wheat Bix, and just as a snack if I'm feeling peckish and I want to maintain the healthiness that I'm trying to be. What? And then when they go brown, that's not bad. I just tuck them in the freezer and I'm saving them all for a banana cake. And the fruit that Jake likes is pink lady apples. He is very specific, so this is something that goes in his lunches, and this is me trying to improve his diet as well, because he's very difficult to work with. He's very picky. Doesn't like a lot of things, and he just likes eating a lot of food. So I'm glad that I've managed to slip apples into his lunch. Continuing on with all the other things that go in his lunches, the second thing we get is these Vita Wheat lunch slice thingies. So he just has one of these. I don't really eat these, really, they're just for him, but I mean, they have sesame, pumpkin, quinoa, they have protein, fiber, and I personally can't see anything wrong with these, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they're pretty good. And the next thing, he has decided that he wants, this is the first time we've purchased these, it is Crustkits. I don't know if these are good for you, but hey, it's just a nice little snack. I think they are not bad for you, but they're not amazing for you, but that's okay. They're just in between. They taste really good, so you know, sometimes you've just got to have things that are yum. The next thing he loves to have is biscuits. Again, I don't really eat any of these, and so we try to get whatever's on sale that's also not too bad, because unfortunately iced Vovos, if you know what those are, were also on sale, and they're really good, but I feel like the value for money isn't there because you only get maybe like 8 in a packet, whereas something like an Anzac biscuit you might get 20. So he picked Monte Carlos, which again you don't get too many of, but we got 2 packets of those, so that's biscuit set for a while now. And then we also picked up some yogurt. He loves to eat this as well. This is Greek yogurt, so again it is rather good for you, just in the honey flavor. And the final thing for his lunches, and I also do snack on these because they are healthy, and this is a recent change we have made, and I'm so happy that we both love them because I just think little things like this are really good, and they are definitely worth paying that little bit of extra money because it's just so much better for you, and that is veggie chips. Ugh. So we got this giant old packet. There's 12 in here, lots of different flavors. These are really good. If you haven't tried veggie chips, I highly recommend them. If you like to snack on just your little potato chips that are horrible for you, then try and switch them out for these because they are so much better. I'm pretty sure there's nothing bad in veggie chips except for probably the flavoring, but so good, and I'm so happy about this. So the final 2 little things before we move on to the meals, we got this big old bottle of tomato sauce because we're Australian, can't really live without tomato sauce, and we just got Coles brand because it all tastes the same, and hey, new recipe, so maybe it's even better. And the last thing, which again is not good for you, but this is kind of just one of those things that we get for either nights when we're feeling lazy or one of us is out, so only one of us has to eat, or if it's sort of the end of the week and we've run out of things for lunch and I need something to eat, then good old mee goreng. So this is my ultimate favorite. I actually don't really like 2-minute noodles like chicken, beef or anything anymore. I just think they're so bland. So I love mee goreng because they're spicy and they have so much flavor, and they're probably even worse for you, but I really don't care because they are so good. Alright, on to the meals, and for me this is the thing I'm the happiest about comparing to my last video because I watched that and we only bought 2 meals. 2 meals! There are 7 days in a week. How did we only buy 2? So we've now upgraded to 4. We kind of went to 3 for a bit, and then every now and then we'd get 4, and now I'm like, no, every week we need 4. It is ridiculous to get anything less because we need to be eating cooked meals more than half the week. Now the best case scenario would probably be 5 at least cooked meals a week, but that's just a little bit out of our budget at the moment and our lifestyle, so I think 4 is a great step up from 2, even 3, so I'm happy with that. So the first meal, and might I add, these aren't like the best things ever, but they're still home cooked, they're still better for you than going out and getting KFC, so that's how I see it. So the first thing we picked up for last night's dinner, which was just chicken rolls, because after we'd been shopping and had a little Kmart adventure, we couldn't really be bothered coming home and cooking anything extravagant, and we were really hungry, so we picked up a chicken which serves the purpose as 2 things because we used it obviously for our dinner last night, and then it'll now be used in Jake's lunches until we run out, and also in mine. I have work today, so I'll have to make myself a sandwich as well. But yeah, chicken is amazing. We both love chicken. I think a lot of people love chicken. It's just so good. So we got that. And then obviously we got rolls. There's only 1 left now because we had 2 each, and then popped one in Jake's lunch, so this one will be mine for today. And we already had some spinach left over in the fridge, so we just put some cheese in, some spinach, some chicken, and it was a pretty filling and tasty dinner. The next thing on the menu for this week is butter chicken. It is one of our ultimate favorites, so of course we picked up some chicken breast. Now with that we always get the same sauce because we really like it. It's an Indian sauce. I feel like it's gonna be more flavoursome and more true to flavour, but it still doesn't taste anything like when you buy it from an Indian store, but it still tastes really good, and we've been using this one every single time for a while and it's just never lets us down. So you should try it if you love butter chicken. Then just picked up some rice because we have just run out. I just got long grain white rice. I honestly never know what to get. There's obviously basmati, jasmine, short, medium. There's so many different rices. I just got this one because it's the one that we already had. And then the final thing we got to finish off that meal I am very excited about, because we usually get naan bread, which is amazing. But I've always been seeing these mini papadums and they were on sale, so I was like, Jake, we're getting these this time because I want to try them. And papadums are amazing, and again, they are authentic Indian, so they'll taste really good. And I mean, papadums are so good, and just like a whole bag of them, and I'm so excited. The third meal, we are moving away from chicken, moving on to beef. We have some mince, so we are having tacos. We absolutely love having tacos. They are so good, and I feel like they're honestly that good in-between meal that's not incredibly bad for you, but I mean, actually the amount of sour cream we put on pretty much takes away all the nutrition. But you know, I put tomato in, we put some lettuce or spinach or whatever we have in there, so it could be worse. Then of course we need a kit, so I get the burrito kit because honestly the flavorings taste pretty similar to me, like tacos, burritos, but the burritos are bigger. The taco wraps these days are just getting smaller and smaller. They are seriously like as small as my hand. My hand looks really big there, but they're really small, whereas these ones are about the size of the box, much better value, so you can really just actually fit stuff in, because it annoys me. The small ones annoy me so much. Please let me know down in the comments, do you feel me here, because it's so annoying. So of course, as I mentioned, we love our sour cream, so we picked up some of that to go on top. And then I just picked up one tomato because Jake doesn't like tomato, so this will just be for me. And we are nearly done. We just have one more meal left before we wrap up this video. So for this meal, I like to have something where it's like meat and veggies rather than like pasta or rice or something. So for the final meal, we have a giant ass sweet potato to make some sweet potato mash. I absolutely love this stuff, and it's so affordable. So I highly recommend, if you usually have normal potato, trying out sweet potato, because we honestly want to get it every time, but we like to switch between them so that we're not getting sick of this. And then to go with that, we have a corn. So I just get one big one and we just cut it in half. And this is one of the few veggies along with potato that Jake absolutely loves. So whenever I can fit potato or corn or something like that into a meal, I will, because we need it. And the main component of that dish is a beef schnitzel. We have been looking for these for weeks. They are rarely ever in stock at the supermarket, and I absolutely love them. So I'm very glad that we found them on this day. So yeah, I feel like that makes a pretty decent meal. We've got meat and 2 veg. Maybe I'll probably put some spinach on the side of mine, so meat and 3, which is good. So that was everything that we picked up for this week. I said it at the start and I'm gonna say it again, this is my diet, this is healthy for me. So if it's different to what you eat, that's okay, because we're all different people and this is just what works for me. And as you can see from last video to this video, I'm slowly improving, I'm getting there. It just takes a lot of trial and error, really, testing it out and sort of finding what works for you, the sales, all that stuff. And yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at, and I think I'm doing really good for a 22-year-old who's living out of home. So yeah, I'm not gonna be offended by your hate because I'm confident in my food. I just love food. So yes, that wraps up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and make sure to subscribe down below if you are new, and help me get to 1,000, because every day we're inching closer and it's so exciting. So yes, I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.